Okay, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to start from scratch and get the map editor. You just got to go click on your Internet Explorer or Firefox and go to station.sony.com. I think they have a different address, but I don't know what it is, so you can just go there and it'll take you. And you got to scroll down here where it says arcade on the game list on their front page. Click on infantry and that'll load up. You can go down here. Instead of downloading the game, you can click on the map editor and you get to agree and sign your life away to Sony. Check you accept. I accept. And there you go, download. And there it is on your desktop. So we're going to extract it to here and delete that. And there you go. You got your map editor. And for the map editor to actually work, it has to be with your infantry directory, because that's where all your BLO files and stuff are. So what you need to do is take it out of this folder, the one that you extracted it from, and just drop it in there. And as you can see, I've already got it in there, so we're just going to go ahead and say no. And let me find it real quick. There you go, editor.exe. There it is, and in with your infantry folder. If you don't put it in there, it's not going to work, so you need to make sure you do that. Now, if you don't actually want to have to go to your infantry directory every time to run the editor, you can just create a shortcut and stick it on your desktop or wherever, and that'll work from there. So now that we've got it on our computer and in the right folder, got the shortcut made, we'll load it up. Your editor will only work in 16-bit color. You can set that to, you can get the 16-bit color by right-clicking, going to Properties, Settings, and there you go. You got 32 or 16-bit color, and like I said, you need to be in 16-bit. And once it loads up, you'll be able to either make a new map by clicking on the new piece of paper there, or you can open an existing map by the folder. So we're going to make a new map, and it'll give you a minute. Okay, now you'll have two boxes pop up. You'll have your radar, which we don't need right now because there's nothing to even look at, and then you'll have your CFS viewer, your editor. And for any map that you want to do, you always want to start in the middle. You can do this by grabbing the scroll bars and just getting them right to the middle. Otherwise, you only have so much area to work with, and it's not very limited really. It's actually quite huge, but if you start making the middle of your map on the top left, then you're obviously going to run into problems. So if you want to start your map in the top left and know that you're not going to be expanding anymore on that direction, you can go ahead and start on that area. But I usually just start in the middle, and generally you're really not going to run out. And so once you're in the middle, you can click on floors. Actually, these are your different little tabs right here. F is for floors, S is for, like, I'm assuming structures probably. These are all the actual different things that you can put into your map. Like you got your jukebox here and all that. We'll go over that a little bit later. Then you got your P, which is physics. You can put those in. And then you got your vision. And that's it for that, really. Up here you got all your basic stuff. You can cut, you can paste, you can copy, you can flip. Really? Haven't ever seen that before. That's awesome. You got that, which is just your info. The paint bucket, which it'll fill an area with tiles. Like if you want to fill an entire area with red physics, you can use the paint bucket, just like in Paint. You got snap to grid. This is to make sure that everything follows like a preset thing. You can, oh crap, where did that go? View. Well, yeah, here's another thing. If you ever lose your CFS palette, you can go to View and click right there. That'll bring it up. And anyhow, snap to grid. As you can see here, it's a little more free forming. You can put it wherever, or you can snap it to a grid and it'll follow the set a set grid that you can specify other later, and you can show a grid. I've never used it, but if you're trying to keep things in the scale, it'd probably be pretty good. And there's another way to bring your CFS palette viewer, and then show your radar. Bring your radar up, and then you can update your radar, because your radar doesn't automatically do that. You just have to click on that right there. And that's all your basic information for your map editor.